Okay. Okay. Oh, actually, 1 second. Okay, now we're all good. Monday mornings. Monday mornings. Why are you highlighted? There we go. Ugh. That music's a bit too loud in my ears. Boom. I am bearish today, but that's mainly because of ES. On ES we have these equal lows down here that I was talking about last weekend. Last week. Do you know something I just realised? My windows are cracked open and it's causing... There we go. It was causing a draft in my room. Now it's not. We do have no news today. So, yeah. But it is a day on a Monday, or a week on a Monday, I should say, where I would want to trade Monday. So, no news or not, I'm still trading. We don't really have many draws, I'll be honest, on NQ. Nothing's jumping out to me. It's a pretty neutral bias today. ES helps me determine short bias. And because there's no real equal highs on, apart from up here, this is the only way that's really smooth, but I don't really even like that, to be honest, as far as smooth liquidity to target. I would rather, honestly, just see shorts today. And I guess I would target... We do have this liquidity here, actually, from Friday. That's visible on a 5-minute. I like that. Also, if we open in this range, potentially we'll use 930, but I don't think we'll get that sort of thing today. We'll see. Also, I'm so close to 550 subs. I'm going to Spain on Friday. I will be streaming every day this week because I'm not flying till later on, so my stream for like Friday's trading session basically won't... what's the word I'm looking for? Won't get in the way of anything. I will be streaming on that, and then I'll be going to the airport pretty much straight away on Friday. I might have to end the stream maybe at like 10:30, but other than that, we should be good. So yeah, I'm thinking this is a nice target for Monday. Seeing as it's a bearish Monday, I am kind of bearish. Oh, I'm kind of bullish, obviously, still because all-time highs, but it's perfectly reasonable for a Monday to be bearish. It's also pretty hard to have a bias in general on this sort of week, FOMC and NFP week. It's hard to have any sort of hard bias on the week. We don't really have much to go off on the daily chart other than these equal lows that I was looking at, but I think we're going to get these equal lows during August, honestly. Like first 2 weeks of August maybe, get some sort of retracement. Seasonally, we do have a bearish move that starts at the end of July going into August. We drop into like the first week or second week of August seasonally. So with the added bonus of there being daily equal lows, I wouldn't mind that at all. But that's like, we'll see what FOMC and NFP do first before I really jump hard on that bias. We do have this like kind of 2022 model, but 930. So we also honestly would prefer to see, what would I want to see knocked out? I don't really have anything to go off as far as liquidity other than the 850 high, but the 850 high seems to be like the thing that knocked out a lot of liquidity. So what I could do is when this fair value gap forms at 930, the 15-minute fair value gap, I could look for a move into that and then short from there. But other than that, this is kind of the entry I'd be looking to get today. I can't get this entry though, because 930 will make me cry, and then it would look something like that. Melting, 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 melting. 4 minutes until open. I am going to be paying attention to regular trading hours, because if this just keeps dropping, then it's definitely going to be something to consider. Move that hourly balance price range up there. We moved into this fair value gap here. Yeah, okay. I'm going to be short biased today. Towards 402.25. So it's like a 70-point move from where we are currently. And then previous day's low, if we were to reach all the way down for that, previous day's low would be down here. That's the low you're looking at? Okay, well now I'm long biased. And good morning, Mr. Dompy. Hope you had a nice weekend. OCD is flaring. OCD is satisfied. Yeah, I'm looking for something like this. Something like this. What's ES look like right before open? Same. Maybe we will get previous day's low, since that would be ES should get to like all the way down to Thursday's liquidity. Maybe even Thursday's low. Possibly. Seven whole people in the stream on a Monday morning. Who would have thought? Mondays, I always assume is going to be quieter because a lot of people don't like to trade Mondays. I will potentially have to move this 15-minute fair value gap down to there just to include that volume imbalance. Morning, fellas. Coffee? No, I've had my pre-workout for today. I am as wired as I want to be. Journey is looking to close the new week opening gap, so that would take us to about 440.75. 447. So, like here. Okay, there's the open. And let's drop down onto the 1 minute chart. I'll short anything from this 15-minute fair value gap, to be honest, if it looks clean enough. That's my thought process going into today. Oh yeah, what does the regular trade hours look like on the 1 minute? Okay. I need to do a video on that 9:30 first presented that I took on Wednesday or Thursday last week? Wednesday. Also, over the weekend, I was kind of mulling over, obviously, what happened last week, and by what happened last week, I mean Thursday. Because Thursday was just a mess. I've done a lot of thinking, and honestly feel like I had my eyes opened a little bit as far as psychology. I just blatantly was not trading well on that Thursday, and it was caused by the Wednesday. It goes deeper. But obviously there's reasons why that Wednesday caused me to be so annoyed, and then doubting my system, and then all the rest of it. But yeah, the basics of it is, I honestly might first presented short this. Sorry. This is going to be slightly less talkative, Brad, today, just because today, tomorrow, and Friday are the days I'm really looking to trade. Wednesday and Thursday, I'm going to be very more hands-off. I'll take a very more hands-off approach. This might be difficult. This might be like a 2022. This might be like an XFA and an eval trade at the same time. But to be honest, I don't want to have to stress about that. I'm just going to take it on whichever one. If I feel confident enough in it, I'll take it on the XFAs. If not, then eval. I've got a couple of videos that I'll record before I run off to Spain. I will record videos while I'm there, and I will stream while I'm there, but there's a video about the 9:30 first presented or what I do. Just a couple of caveats to it that people should know. And ES closes gap. Okay, interesting. I do need to keep an eye on ES today just because I want to know if and when it gets to that sell side, but that sell side is a while off, to be fair, so. Yeah, I want to do a 9:30 video and potentially do a video on like 3 books, 3 to 5 books, probably three trading books that I've read that have helped me out. I'm also loving that right now at the moment, Jordy. I'm not massively deep into it. Because I basically over the weekend I finished that, which isn't a trading book. It's kind of just more of a life book, I guess. And then I started the mental game of trading and got to chapter 3. I got to chapter 3 like this morning, and then I was going to sit down and read like a fair bit of it today, but I've basically finished chapter 2 sooner than I thought it would have ended. Got to chapter 3 and I was like, I'll pick it back up later, because I don't want to start a chapter and then like stop straight away as I'm reading it. I like to read quite structured. I see the book was over. It was indeed. 'Twas indeed. No first presented yet. Trading into that 15-minute gap. Honestly, this is a decent 15-minute short, if I'm being real, but I have not ever traded the 15-minute, and I'm not going to start today. But that is absolutely a short that I would consider a quality short. I just don't trade off the 15-minute. It's also a good short on the 5, to be honest. I'm tempted. Nah, I'll wait for what I was wanting to see. I want to see us. I want to see us react from this 15-minute, because we could well and easily go and sweep out that high from pre-market. I'll catch something when we react off this. I'll catch something like this. Shorting into this just doesn't seem risky, but it seems more risky than I'm wanting to be. This high up here is also protected by, not protected, but this high reacted off of the new week opening gap from this week. So, not a bad short if I was to short here at all, to be honest. I am tempted to. I won't lie. I am tempted to. Like, I could short with 2 micros right now, but I'd rather wait. That's the order block it's reacting off here. We've got this 5-minute order block. This is my model and it isn't, so that's why I'm torn. It is my model in the sense of the poster, like the checklist, but it's not swept anything significant. So unless it's very bearish, basically, is the kind of thought process that's going on in my head. If it's very bearish, there's first presented. That's a 5-minute. Let me just draw, I just want to quickly draw that first presented, so I have it. On my Bullinox chart. I really like the reactions and everything here. I'm just scared, to be honest. If I'm being real, guys, I'm just kind of being a pussy. May take a long. Okay, interesting, Jordy. I want to see first presented get inverted. What you doing, ES? Okay, that's an inversion of that. What's the 15-second chart look like? That's the 2022 model right there. I'm going to take the short on this 15-second when it closes. Let's go for midpoint of the gap on that. I'm keeping my stop there for now. No swing low break. Yeah. At least not on the minute charts. I don't want this to go back above. If this gets back above first presented, then I'm going to be concerned for my short. No 2022 model though, unless you're playing that real high time frame one, which I'm not. Nice reaction there. Honestly tempted to scale in. See how this plays here, and then I might add. Do like another 15-second 2022 here. But again, I has to give it to me first. I'm just thinking then I'll hold one for the midpoint of the gap, one for gap closure or something like that. Or I'll get stopped out. This is always a possibility. Dun, dun, dun. I like how the first presented is, like we're rejecting from it. I'm really liking that. I like how we reacted off this 5-minute order block, which is also not a 15-minute, it is a 5-minute though. And then I like how the 1-minute looks with regards to the first presented. I really like how the 1-minute looks. Just gotta sit and wait. Macro time is coming in 6 minutes. If I get wicked out, I will try this again if it gives it to me. I'm comfortable with my stop loss here. My stop loss is at the high of the day. This is kind of the turning point. The swing high it makes here, when it makes it, maybe the next candle or two, is pretty much, I think, the swing high that's going to make or break my trade. Still rejecting. The bodies haven't even closed in the fair value gap, or let alone in the upper half. That one did, but still not closed in the upper half. So that's good. I don't like this candle. Don't like that candle. Okay, that's me stopped on that. That's fine. I'm going to get rid of that order block just because it's in the way. That's fine. I'm still pretty convinced of my short bias, so like I say, maybe knock that high out. No 2022 from the fair value gap, so the 15 minutes still looks solid. Okay, now the 15-minute looks less solid. If we break that swing high. Glad I didn't short on the eval there. Oh, not the eval, on the XFA. You didn't like this morning setup all either, Dumpy? Okay. Not doing unused the gambling account. You bought a cheap Apex account, Dumpy, you disgust me. Funding Apex in their cruel accounts. Okay, 15 minutes still looks solid. If we can break back below first presented and like do the whole retest thing, something like that, I will short that again, and with even more conviction considering it's likely going to do that during a macro. ES is like tanking. ES is way off that high, so confused why NQ is being so bullish. I hate Apex and I want to hate my gambling habit. Okay, that's fair. Let me get rid of those executions because they are annoying. This is the first presented of the week as well, so it gets a nice black border. Also goes into my folder as first FEG of the week. I started doing that like at the end of last week. Okay, here comes the break, and then I want to see the retest. Well, I want to see the close first. Then close below. I need a close below, and then a retest. I short on Apex, what, just then? Nice, Dumpy. Like I say, 15 minutes still looks solid. High time frame is still bearish. It's just this short time, the lower time frame went short-term bullish. To be honest, didn't even go short-term bullish on the 5 minute. Didn't go bullish on anything other than like literally the 2 and the 1 and maybe the 3. One thing I am just considering is the possibility of this being the more high probability first presented. I'm not going to label it, but I'm only thinking that just because it's obviously way clearer of a fair value gap. It stands out. This one doesn't really stand out, but like essentially it would look like that instead. It's pretty much fine because I am just going to label that one on there. I'm just curious of the reaction if anything. I won't short until it breaks the lower one. But it's definitely an interesting reaction. Let me make it orange. And so far there isn't any 2022 from that one anyway. Oh, it didn't give you the fill. Damn. Macro time. I've got one more trade for the Bullinox eval and then it's hands off. Still don't like anything on the XFA here. Apart from that really high time frame one, but like I said, I don't short from high time frame, so not 15 minute anyway. Bullish question mark? Post in the Discord, my TP was right. I don't have Discord open, but I will look at it afterwards. Oh, your TP was right where price went, that's rough. Possibly sweep these relative equal highs that it's made. I'm just kind of trying to frame bearish because I'm not going to be framing bullish now, so I'm not going to switch bullish. Like I can switch bullish, but I don't really want to because I'm not going to enter a long. The only thing I'm going to enter is if we get something like this. We'd be bullish if we close 15 minute above the new week opening gap. Yeah, because that'd be a 15 minute shift as well as a close above. Even if, as soon as we break that high, I'm kind of I just want to see how we break that high. This is gonna sound obviously like obvious, but essentially, if we don't sweep this high and like reverse pretty promptly, then I'll be bullish. We can close above it, but I want to see us get above it and then just reverse. I essentially am just waiting for this to either be a sweep or like a break and go, a run. I'd settle for a 5-minute close. Yeah, I pay no attention to closes really. At least for like highs being broken and stuff. I don't care if it breaks it with a wick or a body. For like shifts or sweeps or anything. The only time I pay attention to body closes is for fair value gaps. And that's it, I'm pretty sure. I don't really want to see this go below now. Although it's had these drives, so it is, you could argue, it's allowed to. Because it's had a fucking, like a 5 drive. Not a 3 drive. I was going to say it's got that 3 drive pattern, but it's less of it. It's more like a 4 or 5. Definitely 4, possibly 5 if you count that one. Probably wouldn't. Probably count this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. ES, are you still tanking? Slowly but surely. Yeah, ES, look at the difference in them. ES is just like high resistance run to the downside, NQ's stalling for some reason. Makes sense that ES is struggling to get down and NQ's struggling to go up because they're going like, I don't know how I can do that hand signal. They're going opposite ways. So this one's trying to go up and this one's trying to go down at the same time. And they're just being stuck together. One of them will give. And when it does, this is where the fun begins. Ha ha ha. I'm hoping I'm literally all I'm waiting for is the sweep. The sweep and the run, or just the sweep and the reverse. What does ES look like in the daily chart? That's completely not related, but oh my god. That's a little bit bullish. Oh, we have a daily fair value up there. We don't have that fair value gap on NQ, right? What day was that? Wednesday last week. Did we have that fair value gap? No, we didn't, because Tuesday was incredibly bearish on NQ, whereas it was just kind of a mid consolidation day. Interesting. That's even further of a draw downside. Well, not draw, but like a nice thing for it to reach for. Also, make sure tomorrow that I don't trade before 10 AM. Because we have jolts. And we have something else. What do we have tomorrow? Jolts and consumer confidence. So high and medium 10 AM news. And Friday we have 10 AM news after NFP. I'm going to delete that orange box. Liam, how's it going? You don't want to know how many SMTs I've got marked on my chart currently? No, I do not. No, I do not. Oh. I lost my... There we go. There's the sweep. Now will we reverse? 10 AM is a nice time for this to happen. Hopefully ES can power down. Potential for me to take this on an XFA, to be honest. Or if it just continues to the upside, then something I did have marked up was these equal highs here. But they're like nowhere near as significant, I would say, as these lows. Also, we have, I completely forgot to mention that, we have had news over the weekend as regards to like Trump and tariffs. Something about that. What was it? I checked and saw it earlier. It was like Trump talking with China, someone talking with someone. Yeah, Trump. China talks. Yeah, we've got Trump and we've got Trump blabbering on to China about tariffs. Where was it? US and China to resume tariff talks on Monday from CNBC. So, yeah, makes sense why Monday possibly isn't the day you want to be trading as compared to normally. Why are you... Oh, it's because you've done that. Give me back my home screen. There we go. What did that just say? Ah, nothing. So yeah, while Monday is normally a day I'd look to trade in a week like this, EU trade deal, yeah, and then there's talks with China today as well, Mount Journey. Oh, China tariffs delayed another 90 days. Also, we broke that high and we haven't really reversed yet. We still could. So, but yeah, all that stuff, probably, honestly, makes me even less likely to trade my XFA. I'll trade the eval. I don't see any problem trading the eval. XFA would be a no. XFA will be tomorrow, if at all. Summer price action is ass. That being said, if this setup is clean enough, I will XFA it. Don't you dare doubt me, Nasdaq. Yeah, I did notice that, Journey. I did notice it. I don't put an incredible amount of conviction on that. But I did notice. Just reaction levels, yeah. Yeah, exactly. I just wouldn't be, I don't know, 15-minute does look less bearish than it did, but we do have this hourly. I can't really mark this up. I can mark the high of it up. The high of it's there. Let's do that in pink. Oh, displacement. There's so much shit on my charts right now. I'm going to delete that 15-minute. That pink doesn't really look clear, does it? Is there any other colour I can make it that makes sense for my colour scheme? I don't like any of these colours. You know what, I'm just going to make it a pink box, since I got rid of that 15-minute. There is the one just above it though. Well, I'll sit and watch this for another 20 minutes, 25 minutes, but honestly, it's looking like just a sideways day. Not a day that is wanting to be traded. ES is creeping up now, but it has that 15-minute and the lows. However, maybe I'll target the lows tomorrow. I'm not excited by this at all. That just looks like the yucky ass price action. All I would want from this is a reversal. I wouldn't want to long it. I'm going to lean back. If I sit too far forward, I'm going to end up entering something stupid. I'm going to go so far back on the chair. Wait. Oh, there we go. Oh shit. Imagine I fall over on my chair. Do what you fucking want, Nasdaq. You don't look appealing today. Not in the slightest. This is what high resistance liquidity runs look like. Just a lot of candles sharing the same range as the candles before and after them. Very few fair value gaps, like what we have in this range. One fair value gap, two fair value gaps, three, that's a tiny one. Another tiny one, four, five. Five fair value gaps in just over half an hour. And very hard to spot ones, not ones that stand out at all. Those equal highs on the 5-minute, what did you just say? Yeah, it looks like it's close to the 50. Yeah, I did, yeah. And equal lows below. That's kind of what I'm waiting for ES to do. Equal highs on the 5-minute. Oh, yeah, these ones. Yeah. That, if it is going up, that does make sense. That is another potential reversal spot. Because, you know what? So that could make sense. ES, while ES reaches up into its 15-minute SIBI, NQ reaches up for these highs, and then they both reverse. I'm still looking for shorts. This all looks too smooth down here as well. I don't like, this doesn't look like it's finished. Looks like teeth, and they're going to get hit, I think, yeah. Yeah. Probably right there, Dumpy. Since we haven't swept this high in reverse, we're just grinding up. Unless it wants to reverse inside this hourly. God, my eyes hurt. I need some blue light glasses, like seriously. My eyes are just getting sore from watching screens nowadays. 21 years old and sore eyes from watching screens. When I get new glasses, because these ones are like destroyed, I'll probably get some at some point, and when I do, I'm gonna see if I can get like a blue light built-in light thing in the lens. That'd be cool. 2 birds with 1 stone. I get to be able to see, and I get to be able to look at screens and not feel like I'm burning a hole through my skull. Dark mode? I did mess around with dark mode, I just didn't like it, to be honest. I don't think that's the issue, because I wouldn't say my screen seems bright to me, at least. Don't displace, because I will short you. I did mess around with dark mode though. I used to trade it with dark mode. Like, this is a while ago though. But like I say, like I've got the background of my thing is like grey. It's not like a bright like destroy your eyes sort of colour. It's pretty easy on the eyes. It's just the amount I look at screens. Yes, have you got into your civvy? Not even. Oh, okay, I'm gonna show this. That was a lot of displacement. Is that a fair value gap? Low, 517, high, yeah, no. Stop goes there then. Depending on how this candle closes. The only thing that worries me is the first presented. My stream hurts your eyes? Oh. Dark mode saving my god. Don't make me go back to dark mode. I'm gonna have to now. I'm gonna do it more for your sake, Dumpy, so you can watch my stream without straining your eyes. I don't like that candle close, so I'm not shorting that. I would only have shorted that if it was blatantly obvious to me, but I want to see it move away from that fair value gap that it formed first. I think what I'll end up getting here is probably not the 2022, but the retest of the first presented on an eval. If I go to my... If I do this... See, I just need to change like all my candle colours and my text. Oh my god. How's that? Because I can still read all the stuff, at least for now. Nice reaction there. That is a 2022 model on paper, just but with how I was seeing it, I don't want to short it there. I would have shorted, basically I wanted to see this candle, this 10-12 candle, I wanted to see it close further away. 1 minute short, 5 minute long, well, then you have your answer. The answer is stay the fuck out. I'm going back to, I'm sorry, Dumpy. I will figure that. Oh god, that's too bright. I can make it that. I can't even make it that, to be honest. I need it lighter. I just can't. When it's darker, I have to squint my eyes to look at, like, tell what I'm looking at. Did that close above? Yeah. So they see this. Yeah. Glad I didn't show that. Even if it does continue down from here, I didn't like it. Perfectly happy to wait this out and then get a short off the first presented if it wants to offer me that. Just highlighting that 15-minute Sibby on ES. Don't mind me. Yeah, you do have to redo everything. That's but why I've not done it, to be honest, is because it's a pain in the ass. You have to, you really have to redo everything. I like the shorts here. I just need a really good setup. I'm demanding nothing less than like an A+ setup. And this is not it. So I do think the eval is going to be the one that gets the trade from this. Oh, give me the brush. Give me the damn brush. There we go. If we get something like that. And in that case, I'll probably just target low of day. But it's got maybe 10 or 15 minutes to show me something, otherwise I'm going and I'll be back tomorrow. $5 and $15 looking bullish. The 5 just looks horrendous to me when I took a peek at it then. Yeah, I'd say it's bullish, but it still just looks horrid. See, there's not been a single fair value gap since we opened on the 5-minute. If you want to know how to identify high resistance, stay the fuck out conditions, it's that right there. And yes, it's called high resistance, stay the fuck out conditions, not high resistance liquidity run conditions. Good, Dumpy. Welcome to my world. Yes, on high resistance, stay the fuck out. High resistance, stay the fuck out conditions. At least on accounts that mean anything substantial to you. Looks consolidating. Looks consolidating. Yes, what are you doing? You got to the 15-minute civvy. Well done. Now, dump. So NQ can dump. Dump with a capital D. And a capital P. And a capital U. Lowercase m. If ES gives me the added bonus of showing itself, showing a 2022 model itself, that'd be nice. Ooh. Whoa. Chill out. Gonna try tiny short here, why not? Because it's high resistance, stay the fuck out, look you know? It's high resistance, stay the fuck out conditions. In spirit only. Oh my god, Geordie's the best trader of all time. It's slightly ticked downwards. I will join you, Geordie, I just need this, okay. Paying attention to Bull and Ox eval. I did say tiny. $10.20 move. Oh, you goddamn $10.20 man. Okay. Who shit themselves in China? I'm checking for news. Oh, what does that say? Did that say something? No. I just thought it said something. Well. Paying attention to that retrace into the first presented. If this can stay bearish under first presented, I'll... Okay, I don't like that. That was most lucky. Yeah, it did play out pretty quick, eh? Yeah, okay. Interesting. If I frame this as first presented, what does price action look like? Honestly, the only thing that doesn't make sense is that initial sweep below it. Let me frame that orange box out again. I'm just paying attention to it, because if it gives me the reaction there, I will take it. I'm just curious about it. ES is setting up as 2022. Bodies didn't stay in the lower half of it. Okay, let me move that back to the original one. God, what a mess. What did that look like on a higher time frame? Horrible is the answer. It's got another chance here to break below, do that whole retest thing again. I'm pretty sure it's just experience, Jordy. He's noticed that there seems to be something that happens every time it's 10:20. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get anything now today. That was the only kind of thing I was excited about then, was that drop, and it's just kind of come back up into the range. Monday recap was essentially just a Bullock short that looked okay at first, and then just kind of went into the... It wasn't clear that we were having high resistance, a high resistance profile when I shorted, so that's okay. And the higher time frame looks solid, everything looks solid. I'm not mad about the first trade at all. Yeah, that's all to be said, really. I'm gonna give it the chance. I'm gonna watch this until 10:30 and then call it a day. Looks very horrid on the higher time frames. Very indecisive about where it wants to go, higher or lower. Is ES managing to do anything? Not really. I mean, it's doing what I think it would do, but it's just taking so long. Let's give this the chance to break below again, if it wants to. If I did short that that 2022 then, I would have got stopped to break even probably, to be honest, because I would have targeted like low of day. I would have targeted something down here, and none of it got hit. And then when it would drop this low, I would have gone to break even, and then this very deep retrace will have just stopped me out. So while I didn't take it and it ran in my direction, I would have been stopped out. So I would have been stopped out at break even. So I'd be in the same situation that I'm in now, waiting for my eval trade. $10.30. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end this here. Or do I? I don't know how long I want to give it to potentially break below first presented for another short opportunity. You know, if it doesn't do it in the next... Let's give it 5 minutes. Okay, here we go. If it doesn't give me my setup here, then the stream's going to get ended. Okay, that just dived down to midpoint and then rejected. So, yeah, I'm gonna end the stream here. If I do end up, because I will watch this a little bit longer just in case, but I'm not massively convicted on anything, so I will end the stream. If I do take something, it'll be in a community post, so you will see it. I won't hide it. But yeah, that was Monday eval trade lost, nothing on the XFA. Ended up just being a consolidated day. Tomorrow, hopefully, we'll get some better price action. Short ES 2022. Yeah, ES does have the 2022, but I don't trade ES. The 2022 was a similar sort of thing. Like this candle came up and closed, which is annoying. And as equal lows. I do like shorts, it's just NQ seems to be just having a faff. It's probably likely to those tariffs. But yeah, I will catch you boys tomorrow, same time, 9:15, 9:20. Awful stuff, I do agree. But yeah, have a good rest of your day. And see you boys.